Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 148, Godzilla. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Grizzo. What's up, Grizzo?
I'm good, thank you, Joe. How are you?
All right, bro. What's up, Tim?
What's up?
All right, so I saw Godzilla by myself because Sharon didn't. She considers it a disaster movie, and she didn't want to watch it, so that's fine. Went to see it, and I gotta say, it was absolutely awesome. Fantastic. Thank God it saved the weekend because I saw Neighbors and I was like, And I was like, I really didn't want to see Neighbors yesterday, but I'm like, okay. But got to see Godzilla. I absolutely loved it. All right. And I got to make a special announcement. Okay. And this is as of 3 hours ago that Godzilla 2 is in the works right now because of the box office success. They're getting the script ready. They're picking out the monsters. It's a go. Godzilla 2 is a go. 2016. We're going to film it probably next year. It's a go. All right, one more time. Godzilla 2 is a go.
Yes. I've not seen the numbers, Joe. I did hear very early on from some early reviews. They said it killed it at the box office Thursday night on the previews, Friday, Saturdays. I don't know any numbers at all. Don't know if you do, but apparently it was a big, big ticket.
I do, and I'm going to go into it right now. Okay. And keep in mind that it was just released here on Friday. It is only Sunday. The numbers are not all in, but from what we got now, it cost $160 million to make. Okay. Here, it made so far $93 million in 3 days. Okay.
Oh, wow!
Overseas, it made 103. So far, it's almost.
Damn.
So it's like 100 million a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big. Where's Joe gone?
He's frozen.
On the budget stuff, Tim, all of us know. I think everybody knows really.
The end of July, August. Yes. Part of the clause was that for some reason Japan wanted it last. They wanted to be the last ones to see their creation. I don't know why. They're saying that that's the movie season. That's the height of the movie season, like July 25th, something like that. So they opted out, like to be the last ones really to see it. So I won't have complete numbers until maybe August or September, which is crazy. But so far, just in 3 days, it's greenlit. It's ready to go. Godzilla 2. Very happy.
Yeah, I mean, good for the movie, and I only realised the past week that it wasn't just Godzilla. There's other monsters in it. I kind of guessed from the early trailers it was going to be more about. I mean, you've seen it, Joe, but I saw it and I thought, okay, there's a little bit of Godzilla, there's a little bit of Cloverfield. There's quite a bit of. I thought there might be a bit about like people looking up in the air. So, right. And that's cool by me. I don't.
The trailer was designed, right?
Yeah.
I think that the way they designed the trailer was a mistake when we first saw it. I was really, I said to myself, it was really cool, when they did something different, but it's deceiving because, you see, the thing was, Sharon saw the trailer, and immediately, she doesn't like movies like 2012 or End of the World type movies, so immediately, she said, I will not see this movie. I don't go see disaster movies. And I'm telling her, it's not. The trailer is just freaking wrong. You got to listen to me. But she's like, no, I cannot see death and destruction. It's rated PG-13. You don't see 1 ounce of blood. But anyway.
Well, that's the way marketing works in a way. I mean, the less you see of the monster in the trailer, the more you're going to want to go see the movie.
But the problem is that they promoted it like a horror movie, disaster movie, and it wasn't. And the thing is that certain people will have their mind made up and not see it based on that, and Sharon was one of them. But I saw it, and I got to say that it is no different. Like, I'm going to talk to Sharon about it. It's like the same thing as if you watch X-Men with buildings flying around, with X-Men fighting mutants, or like, you know, Iron Man fighting somebody. I mean, that wasn't like the main thing of the movie, and they didn't show any people suffering and dying and death and despair like they promoted in the trailer. So I felt it was a mistake. And then they promoted Godzilla like he's killing everybody, and that was wrong too. Because if you've seen the second or third trailer, it's the whole thing with all the disasters because of the villain. Okay? And Godzilla is the good guy that they're like chilling with. Okay? So it's like bad advertising that way with the trailer. So
I think these movies are very hard to get the balance right. If you look at the Transformers movies, people say there's too much action, there's too much noise, it's too much. I know it's like Transformers movies, but I would prefer them a little bit more toned down. So I'm actually quite glad, Joe, that you say this has a more considered approach to it. So that makes me feel happy.
Because everybody knows Godzilla, right? And then when you see like people like cry, like oh my god, like people like see like oh my god, my wife is getting killed, and like this, it's like who wants to see? Like I don't, oh my god, that's Godzilla. Like what the hell is that? Oh my god, the kids. I mean, what is this? I was like, I could understand why like my girlfriend's fighting with me not to see it, which she didn't. But it's like they made it like it's the biggest horror movie known to man, and it's not. False advertisement. I was like, oh.
Well, at least it wasn't one of those trailers that shows you everything, so you don't have to even see the movie because you already know.
No, I know, like as Spider-Man did. But the thing was, is that I have an open mind. You gotta have an open mind when you watch these trailers, because trailers can get you to watch a movie if it's funny enough or it's cool enough. But then trailers can get you to not watch the movie, and this is a situation where I think a percentage of the Godzilla base fans. You know, they saw this like, what's that?
No, I think they went and saw it. Obviously,
I don't think everybody did. I honestly, I don't think so.
It's just not Sharon's kind of movie. That's why she didn't want to go see it, and that's right. Her wish. You know,
that's fine. That's fine. I just think that it was promoted wrong. You know, and I think had they had the proper trailer, she might want to. I gotta talk to her. She might have wanted to see it. I don't know.
Also, Joe, maybe some of this is not only a fandom thing, but a generational thing. Today, I watched a Elders React to Godzilla trailer on YouTube.
Right.
And most of them were really excited because some of them could remember the 1954 original, or they remembered drive-ins as teenagers in high school. So quite a lot of the kind of older guys and women were going like, we're going to watch this movie. So I think this might be a slow burn in the summer. I think this might make quite a lot of money.
You know what the example with the trailers? Now, Spider-Man, believe it or not, Spider-Man 2, every single scene with the Rhino was in the trailer.
Oh, right. I didn't know that.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
And you go to see the movie, and another false advertisement that I'm against this lately is that all the stuff that was in the trailer didn't happen in the movie. They cut the scenes. So I'm like, where's this scene? Yeah.
Oh, really?
So I'm very big, especially when it comes to working in retail and merchandising and all that stuff, and I'm very big with false advertisement. I don't want to see that. I don't want people advertise a false product, okay? They had the poster with Spider-Man facing off against 3 villains. He didn't. He faced off against them separately. I know, but it did affect the money. It did affect the money. I gotta say, because it did drop. It did drop, and it was the lowest made Spider-Man movie of all of them.
I mean, I made a comment in a previous video. I think that might also shunt into X-Men, because it seems only like.
Well, I stopped with the X-Men. I stopped watching trailers of that because I don't want to see every scene.
Honestly, I think they've waited too long to get all the legal stuff resolved, and they filmed it. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I've got a horrible feeling this will be successful, but not mega successful. I think the Avengers raised the bar.
Disagree. I think that this will be 20th Century Fox answer to the Avengers. I think that X-Men, Days of Future Past, 700 plus, more, maybe $1 billion. And I have to make another announcement today, is that, we all know the Hugh Jackman story. We all know that he said no to the contract with 7 Wolverine movies, I think, $100 million plus. We know that he said he's done with the character, even though he might do the one more Wolverine. Then he said he was done. Now something happened yesterday. Okay? I don't know what happened, but immediately he came out and he said that I have this new revelation about the movie and about the character
And about
that
Penny.
Wolverine is amazing and it's on like Donkey Kong, and oh my God, give me like 5 movies because I'm young, I'm ready to go. And I'm like,
Well, probably he wasn't getting any work.
but wait, I'm like, what? What is it? He just said he's like done. I'm just like, wait a minute, He filmed the movie like last year. And now he's talking about how great it was. Oh my God, you got to see this movie. It's going to go in crazy directions. And then where I'm excited about the Wolverine character, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe his wife wants 3 more pools.
Yeah.
Or 3 more houses.
Yeah. With a pool.
Oh my God. No, probably happened. He probably called up Tobey Maguire. He's like, yeah, what are you doing, bro? He's like, nothing, man. I'm just
None.
chilling. What?
Oh.
you don't got work? It's like, I think I better stick with Wolverine. No. He's a very talented actor. I mean, he could do a lot of roles, but this is job security.
He's probably typecast.
This is job security. And, if someone's going to throw you $100 million in your face, and after you made a lot of money and just say no, I take it. I take it because you never know what would happen. You never know if something happens. God forbid, you can't make movies ever. You need a little security blanket.
By the way, guys, you do know that Dougray Scott, who later appeared in Doctor Who, turned down the Wolverine role.
I didn't know that.
He must be kicking himself.
He turned it down to be in Mission Impossible 3.
Well, did you know that NBC turned down Walking Dead?
Oh, really?
They said They said, we love it, but can we have it without any zombies? And they were looking at them like,
it would have been too
right
for a network channel. It has to be on cable to get what you're getting with that, I think.
Oh, but is that why NBC are doing Constantine?
Yeah.
Because I loved that trailer.
Yeah, and they're doing it because it's like DC Comics.
And I read the original Hellblazer, and not all of them, but when it first came out, and because that was one of the very few at the time British, he's not a superhero, but British comic avant-garde.
I liked the movie with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
I liked it.
But
it's better.
But I watched the trailer and go, that looks like the guy I imagined it would be.
Right. So, it's better. Yeah.
And the special effects actually looked movie quality to me.
And people don't know it's DC Comics, just like they don't know that the zombie thing on the CW is DC Comics too, iZombie. There's a lot of secret DC shows out there that they just jumped out of nowhere. They don't wear. And I saw the Flash trailer, and it looks fantastic.
Looks okay.
CW.
Yeah.
I think it looks good.
I mean, I'm not interested. I have not been interested in the Arrow at all, to be honest with you. I've not.
Really?
No,
I saw the first episode and then the second one a little bit. I liked it a lot, actually. If I had time, I'd watch it, but I never have time.
No, I mean, if I was at home on a Saturday afternoon and it came on the channel, I would watch it. But I'm just saying, I haven't sorted out.
God, Game of Thrones, I freaking love that. You got to get into that, man. God.
Oh no, I've watched all apart from season 4. So now,
God.
Now I've got
God.
this link. I'll watch them. Is it? I think I've missed 4 episodes of season 4.
Now, I don't mean to jump around, but 5. Okay, I don't mean to jump around, but I saw Neighbors, and I gotta say, and I love Seth Rogen, but I was almost out of the theater in the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And it was one other instance where I actually was getting up to leave the movie theater, and that was Nightmare on Elm Street reboot, because I hated it. So, Sharon's like, stay. I'm like, staying. It was kind of like a late bloomer, and it was kind of like the middle, towards the end was really funny, but the end it was like So it wasn't my type of movie. I mean, I like This Is the End, and this was from the same. I could see it's the same, but certain things I was just not. I mean, maybe it's because I really wanted to see Godzilla and Sharon didn't want to. So I was like, I don't want to go alone. So
you were sulking.
Compromised, but not really. What?
You were sulking.
I was sulking, man. I was probably sulking. I was probably like, I want to see Godzilla right now. Oh, yeah, I was like a little kid. So, but no, it was okay. It wasn't, I don't want to say it's okay. But I'm very happy I got to see my Godzilla today. What's up? It's the beef.
Hey, good evening, gentlemen. Chris,
Beat to the age.
Tim, how we doing?
What's up?
Godzilla, baby. Godzilla 2 is coming.
I'm going to see it tomorrow, so...
On a Monday?
Yes, of all days, it's going to be a Monday.
You taking the kids?
All right, hold on.
I'm going to take Vealhead, son of beef, so yeah.
Oh, not the little girls?
No, it's going to be a father-son thing.
Tim, you're not taking Giblet? You're just taking Vealhead? You're not taking Giblet?
No. It's only one of the cutlets is going to be coming with me tomorrow. It's going to be a father-son bonding experience watching one giant monster beating the crap out of another. Very much, yeah.
That sounds like me. Sounds like me and my ex-wife.
Yeah, that's it. It's me trying to get to grips with using fine tools of a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning after a heavy night. So it's sort of he's used to seeing such things really.
Joe was very impressed with it.
Well, that's it. I'm hoping for great things. So yeah, that's it. It all reports back I've heard have been of the positive. So yeah.
Yeah, so far it's made like $100 million a day, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that wouldn't be a penny behind that. So yeah, obviously it's going to leave itself open for a sequel. So yeah, categorically that's going to be. But how's it going to run? Because we've got what? Days of Future Past hits on the 22nd, isn't it? So that's next weekend.
I was just saying, Tim, I'm not sure the buzz for that movie is amongst the kind of regular movie-going crowd as it is for Godzilla. And I made a comment to that effect. And because when I'm at work, when I'm out of fandom, and you're in your office or in your workplace, people are going, Godzilla's coming out, I'm going to watch it. I have not had one single person talk about X-Men, not one. And it's, I'm just not feeling the kind of a rush for the X-Men.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I think certainly as far as the Godzilla films, if they've been around for a long time, you can have entry level at any point. It's not like you've got to have any form of previous knowledge, and that's the only thing that could count against Days of Future Past. Yeah. I mean, what they're doing in the UK, I've noticed, is this past weekend they've run all films, including First Class.
Yes, they have. Yeah.
On Channel 4.
Oh, did they?
On Network TV. Yes. At 9 p.m. you can more or less catch an X-Men movie all week.
Mrs. Beef actually watched First Class last night, and she said she would actually be interested to go in the same Days of Future Past on the strength of that, because I said it's not your every schlock, superhero film. It's actually a little bit more grisly, a little bit more darker, and that's why it did work, I think, for First Class. So
I loved First Class. I loved the ending too, and the way Magneto came to be. I thought it was great.
I think X-Men. Don't get me wrong. I think First Class is a very, very good film, and maybe Beefhead's got it right. There's a little bit of a build-up, but I think it needs it. I think it needs it because the early reviews for Days of Future Past is that if you don't know who is who, if you don't know what's going on, it's incredibly confusing. Right. So, the word of mouth coming out of that film could be, it'll look great. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Yeah.
But then again, there is a problem I have with it, and that being that when Joss Whedon had announced that Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were going to be in it. All right, and he leaked that. There were no plans for Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver to be in the X-Men movie at all. And I was really, and even he came out and said that there's not going to be that many mutants. Okay, he changed his whole idea. He threw tons of mutants in there, and he purposely put Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in it. And that was like a little legal battle, which now they're both allowed to use them. Okay, and Josh Whedon wasn't happy about that. So I thought that was a little bit weaseling. You know what I'm saying? Especially since he knew that his movie was going to be out before Avengers 2. But, you know, we'll see how this is. Okay? No Cyclops at all. But we'll see how this is.
But as I said earlier, the only studio I trust to handle the material well actually is Marvel. And that's why I know you're a Vision fan, Joe.
Definitely.
I tell you what, Paul Bettany is the Vision. I'm more excited about that than any Quicksilver or Scarlet Witch or Sony movie.
This before they even announced
Quicksilver,
because I knew that Vision was going to be in it because I heard that.
I just think they'll do it right. And I think Paul Bettany, the funny thing is, even if they stop motion capture Paul Bettany, he actually has a physique like the Vision in the comics.
Oh, yeah. Let me get my Vision.
Perfect. It's perfect. He'll be great. I loved him in Legion. I think he's a good actor, and you know, that'll be good. So I only trust the proper for what I will enjoy his representation of those heroes actually from Marvel Studios, and that's becoming an issue for me. So it might become an issue for more fans. I don't really trust Sony. I don't really trust whoever else. Yeah, exactly. I don't trust it. I don't think they have the investment in the characters or the continuity. I just think they want to cash in on the millions of dollars. So I don't feel emotionally invested. Exactly. Yeah, I don't feel emotionally invested in it. I've got to believe it. I have to believe that the people who are making the movie love the characters.
That's the Vision. This is the Vision.
Yeah.
That's gonna be. He's going to be in the next movie.
That is proper late 1970s. That from my childhood. Love that.
Well, he's losing the cape here, but.
Oh, that's 80s now.
Yeah. It's like 90s.
Right, breakdance version. Oh, crikey.
This thing was really, this statue is like my favorite.
You really like that guy,
That's classic.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I can tell.
The detail and everything, oh my god. I love this.
I like a little bindi there.
This is like my favorite. I have the Black Cat one too, but this is like my favorite. A little dusty, but yeah. Huge Vision fan. Huge.
So the thing is as well, advertising wise, I don't think there's been as many billboards as such with regards to Days of Future Past as well. I think that Godzilla, it's quite iconic. You've got like the huge, you know, it's you don't need much to say Godzilla. It's a giant goddamn lizard.
Yeah.
So you see buildings on fire and you see the outline and the shape of a giant lizard. It's hard to pitch X-Men to the general public because if you've seen the promotional posters, you've just got basically you've got the half and half faces of Ian McKellen.
It's a nice poster.
What's that? We missed you on that, Joe. What was that?
Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you've got the posters, which has got the sort of half faces and everything like that, the merged faces on it. But aside from that, it's not as easy a sell.
Right. Well, don't forget too. Now, I mean, here's the thing. I heard an announcement that after the next X-Men movie, which is Age of Apocalypse, it's X-Men Apocalypse they're calling it. There's going to be another movie, not with the first class, cast, but the original, and it's just going to be a movie with Wolverine, Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen. Now, that won't be out till 2018, okay? But they better start doing something with it soon because these guys ain't getting any younger.
Right,
so Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen are not getting any younger either. I mean, it's like Hugh Jackman too. I mean, they would probably start filming that in 2017.
And it takes him 6 months to get in shape to do Wolverine as well.
Yeah,
so that's a huge commitment.
Well, what he's definitely doing, I heard, is that he's doing 2 movies back to back.
This is what you said, wasn't it?
I didn't think. Yeah, I didn't think he was going to be in X-Men Apocalypse, but he's probably going to be in there and also in Wolverine 3 or 2 or whatever you want to call it. I think it's 3, but 2. And then probably X-Men 4, I guess, or whatever, however they label it. I don't know. So, which probably, in all honesty, the ending of X-Men Days of Future Past, probably something goes wrong, even though they eliminate the Sentinels and they create the Age of Apocalypse universe. That's what I'm thinking, obviously.
Yeah.
Like Professor X dies in the past or something, and then it's like, oh, crap. You know? So, that's what I'm thinking happens.
Mr.
My
McLaughlin
camera's not working. Okay, here we go.
Mr. McLaughlin is trying to join us as well, so if you could be so kind as to send him a link on Skype.
Okay. Let's get him in. Let's get him in.
But I'll be interested to see how Peter Dinklage is going to be as well in Days of Future
Oh, God, I
Past
can't
as
wait
well.
for Tyrion in that movie. He's awesome. All right, let's look at the box office numbers.
Well, very quickly, have you watched the new Interstellar trailer yet?
Yes.
No.
I'm kind of confused because if they're all going to die, right? I mean, he's going to leave his family there. He's going to space for what?
I presume to find a Earth 2 type thing. I presume.
Oh, is that what it is? He's looking for another planet?
Or that they've got a plan and he's doing the dry the dry run test. You know, he's the first. They need some sort of engineer pilot to go out.
But it isn't a thing where when he goes into space they all age and he comes back hundreds of years later, right?
I don't know.
Because like that was the thing. Like when you really travel, it's like minutes for him, but it's like hundreds of years for them. Unless of course it's so fast that that's all out of the picture,
But you're saying it could be the
I just it's a lot of shows that you can say minutes for one person and hundreds of hours for somebody else. So it just made me smile a bit.
Yeah.
I had this conversation with my housemate recently.
But it does look good. It does look good, and the same way it is. And although it's big explosions, I've got to say, I'm intrigued to see Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Yeah, you know what? I am not. I want to see it, but not like, oh my god, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Because I've already seen 3, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like that's my attitude with Transformers. Because I'm like, all right. Because maybe it's because they announced 3 after this one that we're gonna see. So I'm like, oh, no matter if it does good or bad, there's still gonna be 3 more. I don't know. I mean, to me, it's like, all right, I'm not. I will see it, but I'm not like crazy about it.
Yeah. People that I know that are absolutely evangelical about the Transformers movie,
right?
Watched it while taking Vicodin, or some other things.
Wow.
Sorry, I didn't.
Did they enjoy it better?
I didn't mean that to come out the way it did.
Did they enjoy it better?
All I'm saying is you have to be in a certain mindset
to
appreciate those sound effects.
Right.
For 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And then we got another G.I. Joe coming out too, which
why?
Because they delayed it and it did so awesome that it's gonna get a 3rd one. So yeah. And
will the Rock be hitting the 3rd one as well?
The Rock?
Well, yeah, because wasn't he was in the 2nd one, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna be in it supposedly.
Yeah. Isn't he going to be Martian Manhunter in the Justice League movie?
Not sure about that.
Oh,
yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know. I heard that.
Has anybody saw that Hercules movie? Howard? Anybody?
No, I didn't see that Hercules movie.
No. Okay. Me neither. I was just wondering how.
Wait a minute. When is it out?
I think it's out already.
The Rock Hercules?
Yeah.
No, it is.
I know the trailer's out. I wasn't sure.
No, it is. It's not out yet. Because I would have. No, it's not out.
You sure? All right. Okay.
No, I don't think so.
I thought they were promoting the heck of it prior to WrestleMania there, but I could have been wrong.
No, let me see. I don't think it's out. Let me look at the. While you guys talk, let me look at the release.
No, you're probably right, Joe. I'm just.
But like we were saying, we want to see what Dinklage is going to be like in the new X-Men film.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the intrigue for me, man. Yeah.
He's going to be rocking the 70s stash. He's going to be, yeah. At the end of the day, I think facial hair is something it seems to be essential to the new modern X-Men movies. We had Kevin Bacon rocking the very large sideburns like myself.
Oh God.
And now we've got Dinklage with the big hair and the stash.
Let's be honest, fair, it's essential to all of us.
Yeah.
Apart from Joe.
Oh yeah, hair. Yeah.
Apart from Joe, maybe Graham. I don't know.
No, I'm as bald as a. Well, keep it clean.
A newborn baby, yeah.
Yeah.
If the pictures are to be believed.
Yeah.
I've seen some of those that you've shared, by the way. They're very, very good.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Stephen Price.
So, Day of the Doctor won the BAFTA, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys, you hear me?
Awesome.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear me or no?
Is there any clips of
July
that?
25th is Hercules.
What's that?
So I was just asking if there's any clips of.
I can't hear anybody.
Can't you?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
I can't hear anybody. Okay.
Good evening, New York.
Now
This
I
is
hear.
London
Okay.
calling.
There wasn't any that English. Yeah,
Okay.
Right. Yep.
We're
Yeah,
returning
July
the votes
25th.
of the English jury.
July 25th. Okay. Right. All right.
So that's going to hit not as what's it next month then, isn't it? Well,
May, June, July. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer for the True Blood also, the final season.
All right.
Doesn't look
Michael
like
into that.
doesn't look like that great.
And tomorrow we get the Guardians of the Galaxy new trailer.
Yes.
Released.
I was unaware that Dave Bautista was in that up until this weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew he was in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm really looking forward to that movie. I think it's not a comic I'm familiar with. It's not a fandom I'm familiar with. But I saw that first trailer with what a great soundtrack to put to that trailer.
That is.
No, I'm gonna go. Yeah, exactly.
I think it's everybody wants a space movie, and they're gonna go see this movie. I think it's gonna do great.
Yeah.
That's the reason I'm looking forward to it, because I don't know anything about it. So I'm going into it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think Marvel have
And
also
you know what? I read many Guardians of the Galaxy comics. Tons. And guess what? The whole cast, the only person that I know from the cast is Gamora, because everybody else I have no idea who they are. I never read any of the new Guardians of the Galaxy comics.
Well,
So,
what I think was
and Drax, I know too.
what was quite a smart move, I think, by Marvel though, is that if you looked at the releases on Free Comic Book Day, Rocket Raccoon featured in that. So that is a very, very succinct move that they sort of like gave themselves a little bit of, hopefully, an introduction to those who may not be familiar with it for free.
Right.
Yeah.
In the lead up.
The other thing about that is, if you've got a character like Rocket Raccoon, who is a really well done CGI character, globally that's so much easier to market because you just add a different voice actor for every region. So if there's going to be a spin-off movie, it'll probably be Groot and Raccoon.
And with Groot, you don't need to redub.
Well, there you go. But what I mean is, you lose that lip sync thing because it's not relevant. You know, it's like that's why Shrek was. That's why lots of cartoons, but especially Shrek was huge worldwide because every territory takes it for itself. And I think that could happen as an offshoot of Guardians, which wouldn't happen with, say, X-Men or Spider-Man.
Well, what do you mean, overseas?
Yes.
Or just like in other markets, to be honest with you, as opposed to sort of China and places like that as well, isn't it? It's going to be
or anywhere like Holland or Russia or
Right.
It'll be easy to get charismatic voice actors. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I was watching some YouTube videos of what was I watching? The Last of Us. Holy cow! I mean, what an evolution of voice acting for video games from back in the day when I used to play Resident Evil. where you have these strange voices going, is this your wallet? Yeah, is this not Chris's blood? Yeah, exactly. And now,
I said that when I was in the museum. It was like a Resident Evil.
Itchy, scratchy, whatever, tasty. It's an absolute world of difference these days.
Well, Kevin Spacey's doing the new Call of Duty, isn't it, or something like that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and to be honest with you, the likeness they've got in the looked at the trailer for it. It's uncanny, to be honest with you.
To be fair, video game voiceovers are basically just becoming another, voice acting credit for these main actors now. So.
Yeah, and I bet it pays pretty well these days. So maybe they're attracting the talent. I mean, the guy that's starring in Constantine isn't he a voice actor from Assassin's Creed?
I don't know, is he?
I think so. I mean, I don't play Assassin's Creed, but I think he's a major character in Assassin's Creed.
You're probably find out a lot of the production companies will have, agencies that tout the same voice actors. So.
And I think Assassin's Creed is going to be a film with Fassbender as well.
Oh God!
Yes.
Fassbender.
Oh. Yes.
Cockbender.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, box office wise, is at $633 million worldwide.
Oh, there you go.
But it's not going away yet. It's not like dropping totally. I mean, it made some money this weekend. So,
what was the first one? 750.
The worst one box office was like 794.
Even if it gets to 7, that's reasonable, I say.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I think so. It's definitely getting a 3 anyway. They already announced it, so.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Anything else?
I don't know. Just go here. What did I miss? Apart from your Godzilla review.
We talked about X-Men. We talked about Spider-Man. We talked about Godzilla. What else we talked about? Godzilla. I'm so very happy that the Godzilla 2 is announced. They're working on it now because of the success. Yeah, they're writing a script now, and they're coming up with monster concepts. Yeah. Because it was actually announced 3 hours ago that there was a Godzilla 2 in the works because of the success of the weekend with Godzilla.
May I ask you a question as well regarding it? Is there a post-credits thing to Godzilla?
No.
No.
There is no post-credits. I stood there for no reason. There's no post-credits. Yeah, no.
Well, maybe you got to read all the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Nothing.
Could you sweep up the popcorn when you leave? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I was just nothing.
There we go.
And when people left, they were pissed. They're like, damn, everybody stays now because of Marvel.
Yeah,
this is not Marvel. It's like, damn you, Marvel. Yeah, meanwhile, it's not Marvel, but it's like, yeah, okay.
Well, at least I can leave early now.
Yeah.
I won't wait there now.
Just leave as soon as it's done.
Yeah.
Which sucks, too, because Amazing Spider-Man 2, they don't have anything with Spider-Man in it after credits. It's just an X-Men. It's just an X-Men clip. So if you don't want to see, X-Men clip, just leave it after Spider-Man 2. That's all.
I'll get home early.
Yeah.
By the way, health and safety message. Everyone be careful with your nipples. The nipple on my headphone here, I lost it in my ear yesterday.
What?
And I had to call my roommate to come and take the nipple out of my ear.
Wow.
So just be careful putting nipples in your ears.
Okay.
Well, this nipple's still pretty attached. Look, see?
Okay.
And this one's got. Hang on.
That's a good way to close out the show.
Yeah.
I think.
This one's got no fucking nipple.
Just watch your ears. Then.
This is just a point. This is just a pointy son of a bitch. There's no nipple on that one.
Just watch your ears then.
Yeah,
yes.
ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it here first.
Yes.
Nipples are not for your ears.
No.
Be careful with your nipples, babies.
And there goes the rating. All right, all right, guys. Thank you very much. We'll probably be back later
as always.
On the podcast, or two. So take care. Bye for now.
Yeah.